guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emma and I help people to heal from chronic dizziness such as PPPD. In this video, I want to explain the importance of feeling joy, feeling positive emotion, and why it's so crucial to healing. So I'll start by saying that our feelings are the language of the soul. Our bodies don't understand thoughts and words very well. It's always about how we feel. So our thoughts that we think have emotions attached to them. The emotions is what our body understands, which is why we should always be guided by how we feel. We should always be searching for ways to feel better. So ask yourself the question, why do you want to get rid of the dizziness? Why do you want to heal? The answer to that is because you want to feel better. You think that without the dizziness, you'll be happy and that you'll feel better. Everybody wants to feel good. Who doesn't want to feel good? If you look around yourself, everything that you have in your life, everything that you want, everything that you're working towards, it's always because you want to feel better. So that dream job, the holidays, the nice car that you want, the house that you live in, the friends you have, the memories that you make, it's always about how you feel. You always think that by having certain things, it will make you feel better, which is so crucial to healing because you need to find ways to feel better. And I know that is easier said than done. I say this all the time. If someone would have said to me a couple of years ago, just feel better, just find ways to feel better, it's irritating, and that I would have found that really annoying. But now that I know so much more, I understand the law of attraction, I understand the way that our bodies and our brains work. I understand that it really is about how we feel. And if we can find ways to be greater than the body, greater than where we are, looking past where we are now, if we're feeling ill and we're feeling down and upset and dizzy and overwhelmed, it's about trying to break out of that. It's about looking past that and trying to find ways to feel better. And that is really where healing takes place. So neuroplasticity, as I've explained in some of my other videos, is the ability to change and rewire the brain. So neuroplasticity can allow you to heal from dizziness. And what that means is essentially creating new feelings and new sensations in the body, your desired feelings, which means creating those feelings of steadiness, of balance, of joy, peace, calm, anything that you want to feel. By practicing those feelings over and over, that is where neuroplasticity takes place. That is what will create new neural pathways in the brain. And with repetition, you'll strengthen those neural pathways, which means in time you'll start to feel those feelings and emotions more easily. So don't wait to feel better. Don't wait for those better feelings and those better experiences to come in. Cultivate them now. Cultivate them and decide what you want to do to feel better. How can you feel better? And decide to feel good, feel happy anyway. So imagine the worst case scenario. Let's just say that you need to live with the dizziness forever. The dizziness is never going to go away. And I'm not saying that that's the case for anybody. I've said over and over in my videos that everybody has the potential to heal. Everybody can improve their condition and return to a sense of normal. So I'm not saying that for 1 second. But let's just say, worst case scenario, you're gonna feel dizzy forever. You have two choices. You can choose to let the dizziness get the better of you and to just feel ill and complain and be negative every day. Or you can choose to try to feel better anyway. You can choose to laugh. You can choose to feel good. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to do things even though your symptoms may be present. It's about taking control. And I know that that's not always easy to do. And if you're feeling in a place where you're really overwhelmed with dizziness, it's just about being kinder to yourself, being more gentle and allowing those emotions and those sensations to be there. So ask yourself, what can you do to feel better? It could just be something really simple, like getting yourself a glass of water, making yourself a cup of tea, and just giving yourself 10 minutes to sit down and be quiet with yourself and allow your brain to catch up. When you're feeling dizziness all the time, it can be really overwhelming. It's really tiring on the brain. Your brain is always searching for that sense of balance, that sense of equilibrium. So if you're not feeling that, the brain is working overdrive, is working so hard, it's trying really, really hard for you to feel balance. So sometimes taking 10 minutes out of your day, just sitting quietly, closing your eyes. You can do some meditation if that's something that you enjoy. I would really highly recommend it. Just switch off from everything that's going on around you and allow your brain the time to catch up. That's one way of feeling better. It can just be something really simple like that. It doesn't have to be going on a really expensive shopping spree or booking a holiday or anything crazy like that, because actually that's all temporary anyway. All of our feelings and emotions are temporary. They always pass and new emotions come in. So focusing on how you can feel better in the present moment is really key. It could be something like going out for a walk. It could be, you know, playing with your dog or phoning a friend, listening to some music and singing, taking a shower or a bath. It can be absolutely anything that allows you to feel better. So it's about choosing to feel better even though you may be experiencing some uncomfortable sensations. It's about choosing to feel better even when your symptoms are there. Because when you're feeling joy and you're feeling happy, you're feeling positive emotion, the dizziness is just going to be a lot weaker. It's going to be a lot lower. You're not going to notice it as much because it's where you put your focus. So if you're focusing on feeling good, the dizziness, it can't be at the forefront of what you're doing while you're feeling such positive emotion. It may be there in the background, but that's okay. Try not to take too much notice of it. While you're experiencing positive emotion and you're doing things that you love, you're creating those neural pathways in the brain that are delivering you those positive emotions. So the brain actually prioritizes strong negative emotions such as fear, and it does this to keep you safe. So if you're constantly focusing on what's wrong, if you're highly anxious and you're worried, you're living in a fight, flight, freeze response all the time where you're just scared of your feelings, you're scared to feel them, you're pushing them away. What your brain does is it prioritizes these strong negative emotions, it wires them into the brain, and it does this to keep you safe. Which is why it's really important to find ways to break out of that, to find ways to ease yourself into a place of comfort and steadiness and searching for ways to feel more balance, to start to teach the brain that you don't need to be afraid of how you feel. You don't need to keep running from these emotions because your emotions, they can't hurt you. So the more that you can start to ease into how you're feeling, the less your brain will prioritize the dizziness as fear. It will start to perceive it less as it will start to perceive it as less of a threat. It will start to think that actually the dizziness isn't dangerous and it's not going to hurt you. So it's really about learning how to cope and learning how to self-soothe when you're in these places of strong negative emotion and overwhelming senses of dizziness. It's about coaxing yourself out of that and moving into a place where you can start to feel better. Once you can start to feel better, it will start to just become more easy because in time you're practicing those better feeling thoughts. You're moving towards feeling better and doing things that actually make you feel happy, that it will start to become more natural. So remember, feelings are the language of the soul. It's so important to always be guided by how you feel Always search for ways to feel better despite your symptoms, despite where you are. Practice gratitude, practice appreciation. Be grateful for the things you have in your life. Be pleased for the things that are going well. Focus on the positives as often as you can. Start to shift your brain towards feeling more positive generally. You'll need to also find ways to cope with the dizziness, cope with the times that are overwhelming and when you're feeling strong negative emotion. Being able to self-soothe throughout the discomfort will be very, very healing. It will start to make you feel more positively about where you are because you'll be learning to cope better. Once you're coping better and you're starting to feel better, you can start to do more things that bring you joy, do more things that make you happy. And in time, it's very much a process. You'll just start to shift from feeling negative to feeling more positive. So try to use positive words, try to do positive things, try to view things more in a positive way. Be optimistic, be grateful, appreciate what you have, focus on the good, and keep doing it. Repeat those practices. Try to find ways to feel positive every single day, and in time you'll start to heal, you'll start to feel better. So I hope that has been helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please hit the like button. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this sort of content. But it's a bye for now, and I will see you in the next video.